It is time for another Toonie Tuesday. So this is a series where every Tuesday I give you a quick way that you can help support creative Canadians with a couple of toonies. The idea is, you know how you sometimes pull a bunch of toonies out of your wallet and you think you only have $2, but you have like 20. So this is a way that we can support creatives and other creators with just a little bit of change, and in some cases for absolutely no money at all. I realize that it is a very difficult time for a lot of us, and some of us are not going to be able to support monetarily, and that is totally okay, because the great news is one of the best things that you can do is spread the word. I have been in a situation as somebody who's worked in creative industries for many years. There's been many a time where I could not afford to buy a book or put out the money to do different things. But the good news is you can still like, share, subscribe, do a lot of stuff that gets the word out for those people. Today I'm going to talk to you about two creators that you definitely need to know of. The first one is a writer. So the first one I want to tell you about this week is Cora Flynn. Cora Flynn is a writer. She has a new book that just came out. You can find it on Kindle Unlimited. It's called To Curse a Night, and it's part of a series, the All the Queen's Men series, and it's a contemporary Why Choose. Cora's from Nova Scotia. You can find her on social media as well. She has a ton of books that you can check out. If you're into spicy romance books, this is who I would recommend this week. The second recommendation I'm going to make is for a gardening channel. Okay, hear me out. I know that this is not a writer necessarily, but I feel like gardening sort of falls in line of supporting a creative or a small content creator in Canada. And the account that I'm going to recommend to you, there's two reasons. She has been doing this work for a while and is just not getting a ton of traction on her YouTube page yet, so I would recommend that you go follow her. But also there's a new podcast episode that came out this week. The account is Urban Gardening Canada, and she did a podcast episode this week, and I will link it up here, called Garden Path Podcast is the name of that podcast. So she did an episode with them this week. This is one of those instances where you don't have to be shelling out money per se. Your views are the things that can help long term. So I would recommend subscribing to her channel here on YouTube. It's almost at the 3,000 followers mark or subscribers mark. And if you don't know, for Canadian YouTubers, I think for all YouTubers, but in Canada, YouTube is one of the few ways that we can potentially monetize social media in Canada, and she's around just before 3,000, and you can start early monetization at 3,000 and then bigger monetization at 4,000, but it is important that you do watch the videos. So if you're not a gardener, maybe watch them, see if you could be. But if you do have gardening friends, post this to them, share it to them, let them know that they might like her content. So that is your assignment for Toonie Tuesday this week. And make sure to check out the past episodes, and I will have this again next week.